The Drew McIntyre of today would squash the young Drew McIntyre of 2010. The Drew McIntyre from back then looks like a heartthrob male model, a chicken shit heel compared to the current Drew McIntyre. Now that's a man who has the main eventer look. That's a big body of a champion, Greek god physique you might even say. Getting fired from WWE was surely the best thing that could ever happen to him. He worked hard to boost himself up, worked hard in the gym and got in tremendous shape, and he was overall a better wrestler when he returned to the company. The potential was always there, he just had to finally reach it. I think it's quite fair to assume that Vince took one look at how ripped Jinder Mahal got in 2017 and asked why this man is not getting more TV time. Because boy did he went from wrestling on main event and probably losing to wrestling and going head to head with the likes of Finn Balor and Roman Reigns after his body transformation became blatantly too obvious. I'm not saying that his physique is the sole reason why he got that major push that nobody saw coming, but it's a big factor indeed. And I know it's the first thing that you would point at when you see his rapid body change, but he had to put in the work and effort into it as well. Don't you dare hinder Jinder. It's hard to believe that Corbin used to not look like the kind of guy that you wanna punch in the face before you get your ass kicked. I mean, this is a guy that I wanna be friends with. He seems very friendly. This was when he was still in the NFL. He weighed 317 pounds. He almost looks unrecognizable. Of course, after his football career ended, he signed a developmental contract with WWE in 2012, and he would then lose around 50 pounds of weight. And now Corbin looks in far better shape and definitely seems more happy. When you look at this old picture of Damien Priest, it's not really difficult to imagine that he was at a low point in his career. It really isn't. He even talked about it in his WWE Chronicle episode. He said that he let himself go after WWE rejected him over a decade ago. He became unmotivated, and that time he was putting less work and got lazier. He went deeper down this hole of to hell with the world, as he put it. Thankfully, he then worked hard and dropped over 100 pounds to get to the shape that he is in today. I don't know what would have happened to him if he didn't make that change. Pete Dunne really benefited the most from the pandemic in WWE in terms of getting in better shape. It certainly helped that he couldn't leave the UK because, you know, the country was shut down back in 2020. He wasn't working, so instead he was working out intensely at the gym, with now having more free time, and the results were so impressive that Randy Orton himself had to tweet about it and put him over. This had to be the smoothest transformation of all of these. It wasn't like a sudden change in his physique. He was shedding weights and getting more fit naturally. You start to kinda notice it later in the process, but you don't think much of it. It's more like, oh, I think Walter has lost some weight. Oh, cool. But then you see the comparison between how he looked like a year ago and now, and holy shit, it became something far more impressive. It's a tremendous physical transformation. He looks almost younger. According to Walter, it wasn't much about working out more in the gym or changing his workout. It was more about the diet that changed. He focused more on his nutrition and became Gunther. While Tozawa did compete in the Cruiserweight Classic and he had won the Cruiserweight title in WWE, he wasn't always all that lean. Back in 2008, he wasn't anywhere near 205 pounds. You probably look at this picture and you're saying to yourself, well, this for sure doesn't look like the body of a professional athlete. And thank you for pointing out the obvious, but funny enough, he actually had to gain a lot of body fat for his gimmick in Dragon Gate. I know this seems like a lame excuse for being fat, but trust me, this time it is true. It's like method acting. Fortunately, he looks great now after he went on a very intense diet, but it's all worth it for the abs. I don't know how to tell you guys this, but these are two pictures of the same person. I know, I found it hard to believe as well, it's insane. This is years before Veer came to Monday Night Raw. Rinku Singh aka Veer was very young at one point in his life. He used to be a baseball player, in fact he was the first Indian to play professional baseball. I don't know nothing about baseball, but he did pretty well from what I saw. And during that time he weighed, and get this, 150 pounds. Oh yeah, when he signed with WWE he was 256 pounds and looks like a total different human being. He reached his final form, I believe. And that's it. Thank you for watching guys, hope you liked this video, make sure to like, subscribe and comment. I'm MH and I'll see you soon. Tschüss.